Today's event was to test the emergency preparedness of the West Nipissing General Hospital and the emergency services and the public works and hydro, etc. within the municipality of West Nipissing. We designed a scenario to enhance preparedness for the municipality, and the idea behind that was to create a couple of scenarios that would tax the systems, both police, fire, ambulance, and the hospital, to see if the municipality would be prepared for an event like this, which is a likely event, and could it happen? Yes, it could. So we designed a scenario around that to test that service.
It's an exercise that's probably been about a half a year in the making. It is meant to test out the hospital's emergency planning, as well as our community partners, which include police and fire, ambulance, as well as public health and OPP. And what we're doing is trying to assess that if we are faced with a sudden influx of multiple casualties, that we're well equipped with medical equipment as well as human resources, and that we can get staff and resources in quickly if we need any, and then we can better serve our community.
We started out with every couple of weeks we would have a meeting, and the individuals around the executive table would go back and talk to their people in their agencies, design the scenarios, etc. And then we would come back, meet every couple of weeks, and then as the process continued, we started meeting on a more frequent basis, up to a weekly basis, so that we can make sure that we had all the players in place. Because while we're doing this training scenario, we have to realize that there may be a real situation going on, and that we had to make sure the municipality was covered, so that if there was a real situation, that they had the resources to deal with that at the same time.
As you know, whenever you have a number of patients, you have to have a system, and if you don't have a system, you don't get the right patients to the hospital on time. And that's the thing, is prioritize the patients, get them in the right priority, and get them to the hospital as soon as we can, and have an organized scene.
Some of the things that I was looking for was the command and control, and whether the hazards were dealt with, the risk elements. The response by the fire department was swift. They identified immediately that there was risk, and they identified that risk. They protected the scene and protected any further injury. Overall, the event went really well. All the role players did their job individually very well. The one thing that I'd taken from it and that I had observed was a lack of command and control, which is vitally important at this type of scene.
Our biggest challenge, and something we probably expected, was communication, internally as well as interagency. So we're going to go back to the drawing board and fix that.
We weren't as organized as we could have been, but again, it's something we don't do very often. So the more we do it, the more organized we get. And the guys that were doing it, some of them was in the site coordinator role or triage role, was the first time for them to do it, which was excellent. And they did a good job overall. A few things were missed, and that's a good thing because we can build on the stuff that was missing.
All the training that they do internally for their organizations is value training, and that they need to ensure that when they come out to those training sessions that they take it for real, they don't do it haphazardly. And you can see by some of the things that took place today that the training that they do is working, and they do an excellent job when they actually get to the scene to do it. Are there some lessons learned? Absolutely. There's some communication gaps that we've identified that hopefully when we have our full debrief that we'll be able to close those communication gaps, so the next time this takes place there'll be something less that we have to worry about.